Good morning and welcome to your daily weather operations brief. Starting off the day today, things are looking pretty good out there. Do have temperatures in the mid 60s with some light southwesterly winds across much of the region, and that is in conjunction with some broken mid-level clouds that are streaming in overhead. We'll continue to see that as we progress through the day, especially the working hours of such, and we'll see those winds easing up as we move towards the middle portion of the afternoon, and then that will be ahead of a cold front that will shift those winds out of the northeast, and we may even see some scattered pop-up showers ahead of that front. But afterwards, as winds do look to increase, looking to climb up in gusts to around wind advisory criteria, so certainly a chance of seeing such as we move through the remainder of the forecast period. But if we take a look at the current radar imagery out there, looking pretty clear across much of the local area. Do see some scattered showers off to the east, and that's going to continue to be the case. We'll see those continue building in. They should be light and remain out of our local locality here as we move through the early portions of the morning. And that will bring us on to the surface analysis here, in which we do have a boundary sitting just to our north, and as we move through the day, that boundary is going to shift across the area from north to south, and then ultimately start developing an area of low pressure offshore by Tuesday night. But as we see that boundary move to the south, we could see a few showers popping up ahead of such, and then it will leave us with the slight chance, or the chance of seeing showers, particularly around 3 p.m. And with that being said, most of those storms do not look to have the chance of being severe, aside from maybe a potentially stronger cell in which we could have some locally heavy rain. However, once that front pushes through, we'll see drier air move in on the backside, and again, those northeasterly winds are going to move into the area, and that should set us up for dry conditions over the next few days as we continue to see high pressure building in from the north. And if we take a look at our current weather observations out there on the field, we do have a broken deck at 9,000 feet with good visibility, unrestricted, and winds are out of the southwest at about 7 knots, with temperatures currently sitting at 67 degrees Fahrenheit and a relative humidity of 75%. And if we look at the satellite imagery here, we can see some kind of bubbling cloud cover down to the south and off to the east. Those are those light showers that we are picking up on radar. Those are, again, going to continue to kind of stay where they're at and continue pushing away from the local area. Not to say that we couldn't see a light scattered shower early in the day, but we are going to continue to see that trend moving forward. And then we do see clearing skies off to the west as that front, that boundary kind of sits in that in-between area, and there's drier air on the backside. So if we take a look at the model run for today, this is a high-resolution model on a 24-hour loop. We can see those scattered showers early, and then we'll wait for it to loop back around one more time, but again, around 3 p.m., we do see right there some scattered pop-up showers develop overhead, and many of the models do have some sort of confidence in seeing those scattered showers, so a good chance of having such as we move through. And that will bring us to the 24-hour forecast, in which we do have broken cloud cover early today. Going to continue seeing that as we move onwards, having those chances of showers, particularly around 3 p.m. And then we'll also see those winds pick up after that front passes through. Winds are going to be out of the east-northeast, 10 to 15 knots, gusting up to about 23 or ever so slightly higher. Might see that wind advisory move in those overnight or late afternoon hours as we work through the next 24 hours ahead. And with such, we'll also see clearing skies on the back end of that system as it pushes through. So should be a nice day for tomorrow, in which we'll see mostly sunny skies and slightly breezy conditions continuing, high around 70. For Tuesday night, partly cloudy, should be light cloud cover at that and a low around 54 with greens across the board. And for Wednesday, mostly sunny and a high of 76. And at that point, we'll be setting up into a summertime pattern where we'll have high pressure off to the southeast, and we'll see some warmer, potentially moister air funneling into the area and bringing our daytime temperatures higher over the upcoming week. Now that is going to conclude the daily weather operations. We'll be back at 10 o'clock with the 7-day outlook. Hope everyone has a great morning.